Margaret Lescan Carl, I would like to ask the Minister of Rural and Community Development if funding is available, and will a scheme be announced for the construction of new community centres, and what funding will be available, and what will be the criteria for such a scheme is going to be announced.
And thank you, Deputy, for raising this matter. My department currently provides a number of funding streams which can be used for the improvement and development of community centres throughout the country. The Rural Regeneration and Development Fund provides funding for the development and construction of large-scale capital projects in towns and villages and rural areas across Ireland. I announced the fourth call of Category 1 applications in December 2021, with a closing date for applications of the 29th of April. Funding for community centre projects may also be available through the Leader Transitional Programme. This covers the period 2021 to 2022 and came into effect on the 1st of April 2021 for new project applications. The Leader Programme is administered by the local action groups in each of the 28 Leader sub-regional areas across the country. A new capital fund for the upgrade of community centres was referenced in the National Development Plan, and an indicative budget of €5 million has been secured for this under Budget 2022. It is envisaged that this capital fund will support the upgrade and refurbishment of existing community buildings in urban and rural areas. The fund could assist with projects such as energy retrofitting projects that reduce an organisation's carbon footprint, works to address safety concerns, including as a result of the fire safety audits, works to improve disability access, and works to improve communal facilities such as kitchen and toilet facilities. The details of this capital scheme are currently being developed within my department, and it will be launched in Q1 of this year, and I'll be announcing further details in due course.
Newcastle is a community of over 6,000 people on the west side of Galway city, and under the chairmanship of Seamus Davy, a committee got together and raised over €200,000. They acquired a site and secured plan permission. This project is shovel-ready for a much-needed centre for their area. It has the unanimous support of the local city councillors, and I have a letter here from the Chief Executive of Galway City Council confirming his support for the project. This is an area of Galway City which has grown significantly in recent years, but unfortunately there are no community facilities for the residents to congregate. People in the area need a facility like a community centre within easy reach of their homes. They need somewhere to meet up with their neighbours, enjoy social activities and take further educational courses. All that is needed is adequate funding for this project. Those involved have ambitious plans to contribute to the health and wellness of local community, as well as providing educational opportunities and accommodating sporting activity. I would ask that this proposal be considered for funding, and all that they need is capital funding, and will be matched by the Galway City Council. So I'd ask, Minister, that you would consider this such a project.
Thank you, Deputy. And just to say, first of all, well done to that community for raising 200,000. That's no mean feat. So when we get this community centre fund opened, they'll be able to look at and they'll be able to put an application into it. And the fact that they are getting support as well, financial support from Galway City Council, that also helps. Helps to meet some of the costs. I don't know what the overall cost is be, but we do plan, though, more than a new build, that these would be for renovations to start off with. But again, each application, as you know, is always assessed on its own merit. So I would recommend what they should do is put an application in. And we'll take it from there. Okay.
A positive response, and I would like to the next time that you or your Minister of State visit Galway, I'd like to invite you to visit the site of this proposed community centre, meet with the committee who have done this ambitious plans. As you stated, community centres are often the backbone of communities, but fortunately there are areas where no community facility exists. Newcastle and Galway City is one of these areas. Approximately, Minister, 60% of the residents in this area are retired, and they have absolutely no facilities, either community, commercial or otherwise. Communities are willing to work with the government and make their projects a success, and Newcastle Combined Community Association are no different, Minister. They are determined to make sure that the community centre is viable in the long term by means of measures to generate income for the service provider to cover operating costs. Funding for this facility will enhance the lives of everyone in this community, and I hope that they will be considered favourably when such a scheme is announced. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Deputy, again, as you say yourself, community centres are at the heart of every community. We need them. We need them to meet up, and there are places to play sport and all sorts of activities. They're important centres, and we support them in every way we can. We have the Communities Activities Fund, and Galway City Council was allocated €264,910 euros, and then Galway County Council got €286,000, and the 2021 Community Enhancement Programme, the allocation to Galway was 132,000. Sorry, Galway City, and then Galway County Council got 43,000. That was in 2021. So the Communities Activity Fund, like there's considerable funding that was allocated in that one, but this is a new fund that we're opening up, and as I say, we haven't finalised the details on it yet. We hadn't, but look, we'll be doing that shortly, and I know it will be welcomed. So thank you, Deputy.
Thank you, Minister. Our next